So the semi-famous rapper B.O.B. on Twitter at BOBATL is beefing with Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? The great scientist, the most popular scientist that, the pop scientist, popular scientist. I don't want to say world-renowned, but I don't know. Neil deGrasse Tyson is pretty fucking badass, and B.O.B. and Neil deGrasse Tyson are beefing because B.O.B., and I don't even know what the fuck B.O.B. even stands for, but he is sitting there saying that the earth is flat. That's what this B.O.B. rapper is, and I'm going to look this up, just what he, what does B.O.B. stand for, but seriously, the earth is flat. The argument is so dumb. He's basically just saying if you look at the horizon, it looks flat. So, the globe is a lie. The circular earth is a lie. I mean, he sung the song Haters Everywhere You Go, right? We got haters everywhere you go. Going down for the count. 1, 2... Well, the reason why you got haters everywhere you go, B.O.B., because you dumb as fuck, man. The globe isn't a lie. This anti-science, anti-intellectualness is such bullshit. It's so fucking stupid. Where's the edge? You want to say that the fact that I'm even having to talk about this shit, but when you got 97% of the scientists who say that climate change is real, but you have all these fucking Republicans saying that it's a hoax. Yeah, well, essentially the GOP is trying to wipe out all of humanity. They don't give a fuck about you and me. They're all for war, bomb anybody and everybody, but they're not in favor of healthcare. They'll shut the whole fucking government down for healthcare, and healthcare is a human right. The GOP is fucking evil as shit, but when you have these mainline politicians coming out, you're going to have anti-science, anti-intellectualism. So, essentially, if you know stuff, if you're smart, then you're, looked down upon. Wait a second. You know stuff? You think gravity is real? You think climate change is real? Well, what's next? You think the Earth is round? Yeah, the Earth is round, and we've known that the Earth has been round for the past 2,000 years. So, and I'm going to get to the, what we actually know about it. But essentially, B.O.B.'s got haters everywhere he goes because he's dumb as fuck. Right? B.O.B., you dumb as fuck. That's why you got haters everywhere you go. And then he actually recorded a beef album against Neil Tyson, and then Neil Tyson got somebody to record an album back to B.O.B., which is badass. I think he's a nuclear physicist who's does a diss track. The Earth isn't fucking flat. It's regressive. We're going back 2,000 years. We're undoing any of the science, the Copernican revolution, all of it. Aristotle knew that the Earth was round. Christopher Columbus didn't believe it was flat. Nobody fucking believed the shit was flat. That's just so stupid. Where's the edge? Where is the edge? Just Grandmaster Flash. But if the Earth is flat, then where's the fucking edge? There is no fucking edge. It's fucking stupid. So, essentially, he's just basically, well, what can I see? I can see the world. I see the sun goes up and it goes around. This is what people said before Copernicus, right? What I see is the sun going up and around me. So I'm the center of the universe. The sun revolves around me. And it's not flat, it's not round. How can it be round? When I look over here, it looks flat. When I look over here, it looks flat. The whole thing's flat. That's, if you think you're the center of the universe, right, then maybe you are fucking dumb as shit, but it's very regressive. We're going back centuries. There is no edge because it's a fucking globe. The globe isn't a lie. It's totally true. And the last thing is the reasons. Okay, so how do we know that the Earth is round? Well, we have pictures and videotape, and that's really the end of that argument right there. But he's trying to say, well, they're doctored. Okay, well, is there any experiments that we can do personally, just with, ourselves? I don't know. I mean, it depends on your, what kind of tools you have. But just here's what Aristotle said. Aristotle, when he looked at the sky, he saw that the stars would rotate, or they would be different at, you know, different periods of the year, because the earth is circling and revolving around the sun. The stars in the sky, the stars stay stationary, but because the stars, you know, they all sort of move in concert, and so we can see the stars moving in concert. Well, if you're not, you know, taking very close pictures of the stars, the way this other guy, this is another Greek era, I think Aristotle's Greek or Roman. He's a Greek, ain't he? But anyways, there's an Eratosthenes. This is all from a BBC article, so you could just Google this. But he had saw that the sun rose straight up one Egyptian city, and then it wasn't straight up over another Egyptian city. So he just measured, you know, where the sun was and used trigonometry and found out the circumference of the earth. He was able to figure out the circumference of the earth using trigonometry, because the sun didn't rise directly over the one city. It rose differently over another city. So using triangles, and he was able to figure out the circumference of the earth. You still don't believe that. You know, you don't believe the pictures, right? It's a round earth, right? They took a picture from the fucking moon, and it's a round earth. They also took a picture of the moon. You saw the moon surface, and you saw the circular thing. You want to doubt that the earth is round? Do you think the sun is round or the moon is round? Like, we can see the moon is round. We can see the sun is round. You're going to try to tell me that the earth isn't round. That's, I don't know. I mean, in a way, I'm kind of like, as a scientist, you're skeptical of everything. So you're like, huh, what if those pictures were doctored? But the other evidence, Ferdinand Magellan in the 1500s, he went around the earth. So because Magellan went around the earth, then, you know, where's the edge? He didn't fall over the fucking edge. And you believe in the flat maps? Like, the flat maps are all distorted and weird looking. Somebody said that the edge is in Antarctica. So what does that mean? You fly over Antarctica, then you just go out into the middle of space? If it's flat, what does it look like underneath? I mean, if the world is flat and pizzas are round, pizzas are a ball, is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. And the very last one, and this is probably I don't want to say the best, but this is one of the best arguments, is the reason why you know that there's a horizon and you know that the earth is round, is when you do, you know, on the ocean, when you look at the horizon and say you see a ship coming across the horizon, you'll see the top of the ship first. You'll see the top of the ship first, and then you'll see the entire ship. So that means that the thing had to go from, you know, it had to come from underneath. There was a curvature there. And also the flip side is true too. If you're on a ship and you're on the ocean, the first thing you'll see is the top of the mountain, or the top of the, you know, the Empire State Building, or the top of the whatever, the Statue of Liberty, whatever big ass thing, you'll see the top of it first, and then you'll see the rest of it. So the earth is round. It's fucked up that I even feel like I have to defend it. I also believe in gravity too, so ooh, watch out. I'm fucking controversial here. Watch out, B.O.B. I think that what comes up must come down, and that the reason why the moon goes around the earth and why the earth and all the planets go around the sun is because of gravity. So I don't want to totally shake up your worldview here, but it's science. So, you know, learn some fucking science, man. Quit being dumb as shit. You're gonna get more and more haters everywhere you fucking go. Not because you're, you know, you got some decent music, right? It's fun to dance, and I don't know. The Airplane song was kind of weird. I didn't understand what you were trying to say there. The Hater song, I like the Hater song, but yeah, you got haters everywhere you go because you dumb as fuck, man. So